The Walking Dead. I'd say at this point you guys are pretty used to me talking about this show, quote unquote, negatively. I don't want to, but I feel the need to because the show finds a reason to piss me off every week. This week, I'm not really that pissed off. I'm just really disappointed. And looking at these ratings, you would see why I'm disappointed. A lot of people like to talk about the ratings this, ratings that. It's all about the ratings. And let's talk about the ratings for the previous episode of The Walking Dead last Sunday. Episode 10 of Season 8 of The Walking Dead got a 6.82 rating. 6 million people saw this episode. It might sound like a lot, but compared to previous seasons, that is a fucking low rating. In fact, that is the lowest rating since Season 2 of The Walking Dead back in 2011. We are now 7 years into the future of The Walking Dead, and we are back at Season 2 ratings. So I'm going to tell you guys in this video how low are the ratings going to go until this show gets canceled.
Brand Busters! When something weird in the atmosphere, who you gonna call? Brand Busters! I ain't afraid of no rant.
Hey, what is up, you guys? It is Tyler. Welcome back to the Tyler Lopez channel. Welcome to another video. We are talking about The Walking Dead and why. How has it come to this point that we've gotten... Everyone likes to talk about how, if you don't like it, stop watching. You know, everyone says if you don't like it, stop watching, and I think some people take that seriously because look at these ratings. Look at these ratings. I'm looking at the ratings right now. Season 8 of The Walking Dead. We start off with a 11.44 rating. Now, mind you guys, 11.44 in comparison to the previous season is a bit of an upgrade, considering after episode 1 of season 7, which was the highest rated episode in years. It had a 5 million viewer drop off. 5 million viewers dropped from episode 1 of season 7 to episode 2 of season 7. It went back to 12, and then after that went to 11, 10, such and such. Went back up to 11 at the end. However, in season 8, it went to 11.44, which is pretty low. And after episode 2, it dropped nearly 3 million viewers. It dropped off to 8 million people. Which is just baffling. Baffling how The Walking Dead for previous seasons has been in double digits, and now we have found ourselves in single digits. Last time we've been in single digits was in season 3, where we had 8. But this episode, the episode that just came by, we found ourselves at our lowest point since season 2 at 6.82 million viewers watching. That is piss poor. Piss poor. Fans should not be proud of this. AMC should not be proud of this. The producers, the directors, the writers, none of you should be proud of these ratings. At all. I'm not proud of the ratings. How does that make... I feel some type of way. I used to watch this show every single week. It did great ratings. Now I barely watch it, and it's doing terrible ratings. I definitely feel some type of way. Committed all this time to this show, and it just dropped off like that. So the question is, how much lower is this show going to go? And I hate to say this, but if you guys pay attention to the ratings from episode 9 onward, it just gets lower and lower because people just tend to tune out when it comes to these bridging episodes between mid-season and finales. Between the opening finale to the mid-season. It's a gap, and it always is a drop-off. This is the drop-off period. And the ratings are just going to get lower, guys. 6.82 could turn into 6.79 to 6.40. God forbid it goes to 5 or 4. That's going to be even more terrible. The lowest The Walking Dead ratings I've ever gotten was in the very beginning, which is excusable because it was the very beginning of the show. The show had a 4.71 rating for episode 2 of season 1. 4.71. That, if I'm correct, is the lowest rating The Walking Dead's ever gotten. In season 1. In the very beginning. Like I said, that's excusable. Ever since then, the ratings have gone up and up and up and up and up. You didn't really see a descent in ratings until around season 6. Now, you can argue that season 5 was really the descent, but given that that was the highest peak in The Walking Dead, I wouldn't count that because it went from 17 to 14 to 13, but you could see here the ratings bounced back and forth between 14, 15, 12, 14, whatever. Season 6 is when they start to get low. You went from 14 to 12, 13 to 12, 13 to 12. Then 7, that's when it really started to get low. 17 to 12 to 11 to 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Now we're at season 8 and we're in the single digit numbers once again. How can anyone see this as a reason to tell the rest of your audience who is complaining about the show to stop watching? How? You guys say, oh, if you don't like it, you should want us to keep watching, honestly, because if people keep tuning out, that show's gonna get canceled. Like it or not, The Walking Dead is at its lowest point. You could argue, you could say if you don't like to stop watching it, the ratings were good, but they're not good. So telling me to stop watching is not helping the show at all. Saying, oh, well, only the true fans will watch. True fans ain't gonna be able to watch shit. The show's not on TV anymore. Now, I will say this. The Walking Dead is the show that is keeping AMC alive. I don't want to say it's keeping AMC alive, but that show brings in more ratings than any other televised program on AMC right now and on AMC ever. So AMC's going to keep this show around for as long as they can milk it, because they know without The Walking Dead, AMC's going to be in the shits without The Walking Dead. Human, that show ain't doing good numbers. Fear the Walking Dead, that show's not doing good numbers. What other shows aren't doing good numbers? There's a bunch of other shows that are being ran by AMC right now that aren't doing good numbers. Usually shows get below 1 million. This show is at 6 million. Like I said, that's not a bad number. But in terms of what The Walking Dead used to be at, that's terrible. That's terrible. How did we find ourselves in a spot where we're back at single digit numbers? You guys can't be proud of this. You shouldn't be. So like I said, The Walking Dead, it's probably not, I don't think it's going to get canceled. For the reason I just explained. The Walking Dead is what is keeping it, that's AMC's go-to money-making monkey. They're not going to cancel The Walking Dead. However, if the ratings get any more lower, they might consider it. They're at 6.82. The lowest ratings they ever had were at season 1, in the very beginning, when the ratings were at 5 and 4. If the ratings get to 5 and 4, then they might start considering it. No one wants that. I want the season to end on a good note. No one wants the show to get canceled. Okay? No one wants the show to get canceled. Because that's what happens. Not many shows will just have like a good send-off episode if they get canceled. Usually you get canceled when you don't get renewed. For a 9th or 10th season. So, if The Walking Dead ends, I want a great send-off episode. I don't want it to get canceled. However, the question is now being brought up because of how low the ratings got. I never thought it would come to that. Me bringing up the question about The Walking Dead possibly being canceled. And I could sit here and I could talk more about, the show is just so this and that, and this is why, but you guys know why it's bad. The Walking Dead, the fucking team, the writers, you have to know that you're doing something wrong if the ratings have gone down. People are losing interest in your show. Ask yourself, why are people losing interest? Maybe if they actually sat down and realized that they're doing something wrong, the show wouldn't be plummeting. Now, is there a chance that the ratings could go back up? Of course. Anything can happen that the ratings could go back up. Now, I don't know what that would be. Maybe Negan dying, Negan getting killed off. I don't know what would be the solution to the ratings going back up. I don't know, honestly. But I'm not going to discount it. I think it's still possible for the ratings to go back up. Will it reach season 5? I don't think it's ever going to reach season 5 or season 4 or season 3 numbers ever again. It's never going to get to that 15, 17. It's never going to get to that point ever again. We're so low that it's never going to get to that point. However, we started off the season with 11 million. We could find our way back up to that 10 million mark. I think the highest The Walking Dead really could go is back up to 11 million. I don't think it's going to surpass that. It's too low. The ratings are only going to get lower from here on out. And I'm telling you guys this now. As it looks, Negan is going to live. As it looks right now, it looks like Negan and Rick are going to come to an understanding and are going to live together in peace and harmony. You could bring in the Whisperers. You could bring in the fucking Commonwealth. You could bring in a whole new villain. But if Negan and Rick somehow live in peace and harmony and sing a Kumbaya in season fucking 9, the ratings aren't going to go up. They're just going to get fucking lower. Fans, the hardcore Walking Dead fans, most of them hate Negan. They want to see him die. Well, I can't say the hardcores, the casuals. They want to see Negan die. That's what Rick does. He kills off the bad guys. Why is this bad guy any different than the other ones? He killed off more of our characters than any other bad guy in the past. So now we got this bad guy who deserves to get bludgeoned by his own Lucille. That deserves to get shot, to get mutilated by Rick or Maggie. But nah, he's gonna come to an agreement, like, you know, you may have killed Glenn, you may have killed Abraham, you might have been the cause of death with Sasha, you may have indirectly killed my son, but we're all gonna come together in peace and harmony because there's a bigger enemy coming. That shit won't make any sense, and I think at that point I probably will stop watching the show. I think I probably will stop watching this show if Rick and Negan come to understanding. So they'll lose me as a viewer, and they'll lose many others as a viewer. I know, I'm going back into the rant of, oh, they should kill Negan. I'm going to keep saying it. They should kill Negan. I don't think Negan should live. I think if he lives, that will be that's going to be the descent, the lowest descent of The Walking Dead is season 9. I think that season 9's already been renewed for. Season 10 is what you guys should be worrying about. Because if this show gets any lower, there won't be a season 10. So I want you guys to comment down below, why are you, to the people who are complaining, like me, quote unquote complaining, why do you not like this show right now? I know, I read your comments all the time, but maybe others, maybe the people who want us to stop watching need to know why we're not watching the show right now. Maybe you need to go and watch some other people who don't like the show understand why they are not watching the show right now. Walking Dead creators need to understand why we're not watching the show right now. Because if they don't come around to it, then there won't be a show to watch. And I'll leave you guys on that note. Thank you guys for watching this video. Love you guys as always. And I will talk to you all later. Peace out.